Hey planners, welcome back to the channel Creating with Sarah. So thanks for stopping by another fun planner video with me today. So today's video, I'm going to talk about my setup for this fitness planner. It's one of the planners that I'm starting off with for my planner picks for 2022. So if you guys are interested in seeing my setup and talk through of this planner, then keep on watching. So hey friends, welcome. I'm Sarah, all things creating, planning, yet keeping things fun and functional. So happy new year. I hope that you guys will consider subscribing and I'd love to have you here. Just hit that notification bell and subscribe button and let the planning begin. But anywho, welcome. So I hope that you guys are here because you wanted to know a little bit more about fitness and wellness planning. I do have a flip through of this particular planner. This planner was sent to me. It is from PopFlex Active and it's by Cassie from Blogilates. If you guys are familiar with her, she's really big on wellness and overall fitness. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this planner. So I'm just going to share with you guys a walkthrough of how I plan on using this. And when I took some notes about this planner, it really got me excited to use this more than to be honest, my Erin Condren. It's like a petite planner like this. So if you guys are new, Erin Condren does these little booklets, planners that go into a folio system, kind of like a TN. And currently that's what I'm using. I started it in November, but then I just got this planner and I was like, wow, this is very in-depth type of fitness planner. So officially I'm going to start this today, January the 3rd. Which is a Monday, and I took some notes on how I want to utilize this. We're going to do a walkthrough. It's not going to be a plan with me or anything like that. So we're just going to talk about January, and I should probably write my name in here while I'm doing this. So I think I want to grab some stickers to use to spell out my name instead of using mild liners. Sometimes I like to do that. I think I'm going to use some stickers. So let me grab some stickers. So I just picked up these fun alphabets. It's a Happy Planner sticker book. These have some fun ones in here that I can use. S-A, do I have an R? I don't have an R. What about this one? S-A-R. Yeah, I think I have plenty to spell out my name. So I'm just curious if you decided to pick up this planner, or what type of fitness planner or wellness planner will you be using for the new year? Actually, I should probably use this other A. So I'm really excited about this planner. I'm just gonna give it a go and see how this works for me. But I just really like that it's more in depth of a fitness and wellness planner. And for this year, I just feel ready to buckle down and dedicate some of the goals that I have for fitness and wellness, which, by the way, my word of the year is dedicate. I will try to do another video talking more a little bit about that because I want to set up a page for my my creative planner, like for goals for work and things. So stay tuned for that. But let me know, what is your word of the year? All right, so now that I have my name in it, it's all like official. So if, the first two pages here is a little bit more in depth. It helps you like dive deep into, you know, what brings you joy, and what is depriving you of joy. So at the top here, it says 22 is going to be a transitional journey. In order to set up for a beautiful year full of growth, we need to first start by digging into what drives you and what slows you down. Ready? Let's get honest. So this is all, I'm assuming this is all geared to fitness and wellness, and it's a very broad category. You know, some people use fitness entirely separate than wellness, or health, or your well-being, or sometimes they, you know, will throw in like meditation and stuff like that. So you have to kind of be ready of like what you're really trying to focus on as far as fitness and wellness. So I kind of like this. It made me think a lot about it when I did this, when I took some notes about what drives me. I feel like that's what should have been put here. I think that was a little bit more perfect than what brings you joy, because that can be anything. But I thought of it as what drives me, and then here what slows me down. So the 5 things that I put down, which I'm going to go ahead and write these in. This doesn't have to be perfect answers, just put whatever comes to your head first. So I put the things that drive me is hiking. I'm just going to put hike, walk / run, the outdoors, having a workout buddy or some kind of workout support. Oops. And then results. I love seeing results. It just totally drives me. So those are my 5 things. Things that slow me down as far as like getting in the way for me. I took this as, for me, what gets in the way with fitness or wellness or whatever my goals in this type of planning or category. I put time, the weather, because I feel like that's a big one for everybody, and especially time, but weather is something like, sometimes like people get the blues around winter time and they can't really push themselves to go work out and stuff. So I know for the case that does for me, not all the time, but lately, because where I live now, I'm not really like used to having really cold weather. It's not even really cold weather. It's like 60, 50 degrees. And I've had worse than that. I used to live in Texas and it got icy and stuff. I don't know. Anyways, we just know that weather could be a thing that slows us down. Diet and meal planning. Food is definitely my weakness, but I have to say, since I decided to start before New Year's or before Christmas or before the holidays, I was like, I'm just going to do this before. I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to put it off. I just decided to do this before. So I've been getting a hand on my diet and meal planning so much more than I did before. You guys, if you've been following me since I started sharing my fitness on YouTube, that I've always been good at exercising, very disciplined in that area, but not in food. So that's what slows me down. Sleep, like taking the time to sleep or resting. And then lastly, I'm going to put COVID, because that has been a big issue with all this. So I'm just going to put that down. I think it's appropriate for the time that we live in. So those are my 5 things for both categories. This one I didn't fill. Did I fill this one? I didn't fill this one out. I'm going to have to come back to this one because this one is just a little bit more detailed. But this is when I feel like giving up, I need. When I feel unmotivated to start, I need. When I feel not good enough, I need. And down here is when I feel more resilient, driven, and beautiful. I guess when I read this, I'm being quite honest with you guys that, again, I feel like I'm more disciplined in exercising, and I'm pretty like grateful that I have like strength of like not giving up. Like I will fail all the time. I will stop what I'm doing, but I'm thankful for getting back up and pushing through all the time. So I just wanted to think a little bit more about these answers. So that's why I filled this out. But once I start using this more, I would definitely keep you guys updated in this portion of this page. Okay, so then it has the future looks good, and you have your short term and long term and biggest dreams. And I did fill out biggest dreams. Okay. So for short term goals, To me, in my understanding of short-term goals, is something that you can do right off the bat. Like it's that you can do within a day, a week, or a month. As versus long-term, I feel like that's like a year kind of a thing, or like within 6 months or something. So that's how I'm looking at this. So for short-term, I put lower my cholesterol, making healthy habits, which is exercising, and then dieting or changing my diet, correcting my diet, not really, you know, I don't know. I don't want that to sound worse than it is. I feel like sometimes the diet word is a trigger for some people. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and write this in. Okay, so I've wrote in my short-term goals, which again is lower cholesterol, making healthy habits, which is mainly exercising and diet. Right now, that's kind of what I'm focusing on right now. I'm more focused on my health right now and the food portion. So I'm not kind of diving into other things that could be stressors, I guess, that you're trying to relieve from your life, like detoxing other things like social media maybe, or people in your life, or just bad habits. Like I'm not really focusing on that at the moment. This is just mainly like my health and food. And then it asks you, how can you make this happen? So I just put, you know, making sure I'm working out 3 to 5 times a week, correcting my diet plan, focus on nutrition. I kind of like messed up there. And you'll notice, if you guys are new to my channel, I'll mention this, that I normally don't share a lot of like after the pen stuff, because I'm just like insecure about that part, just to be completely open with you guys. First, I don't like my handwriting. I just don't like sharing that. And then I'm just kind of slow at writing in my plans. So that's why I kind of leave that off camera. But I figure maybe this year I just want to be a little bit more open with you guys, so I'll just share it. Long-term goals, I put in here body fat, lowering body fat, body transformation, and losing fat. So those, to me, it's going to take a lot of time. So that's why I have those there. And how I can make this happen, I just need to have like a really great set schedule, a consistent schedule, and having check-ins, taking photos so visually I can see that, and then having a great support system. And then biggest dreams, at the moment, it's just, for me, it's just like not quitting, like really staying consistent through the year and making this happen for me would be awesome. How can I make this happen? Just staying consistent. Again, having a support group. I've noticed that I just work better if I have someone with me. And right now, it's actually this year, me and my husband are transforming better with our healthy lifestyles. So it's really great. I think it's just the right time. Here is a vision board for you, and I answered some of these. I didn't answer all these just yet, but I can go over some of them. So it says, this year I just want to feel healthy. I want to focus on health and just being better in that area. This one is confusing me. I don't know if this is a typo or just doesn't really make sense to me. I'll be shaking with joy if. So I guess this means happy with joy if, or just be jumping up and down with joy if. For me, that would be running again. So I love running. I'm not like a pro runner or anything like that. I just enjoy running. Well, since I got COVID and just things mentally and physically happened to me, I've been really, really sad about not running like I used to run. So I'm just hoping that maybe with all this transformation and going through this process and having baby steps, that eventually, maybe at the end of the year, I can have like a good run or a couple of good runs throughout the year. Let's see, what was my third one? Sorry, I have notes to the side of me. One good habit I want to instill, that would be strength training. I should have put that for what slows me down, but it's not my favorite. Like, you do have to throw in strength training to build muscle and lose body fat and all that. And it's not my favorite. I tend to get really bored with that. But again, I have my husband with me to support and motivate me, and it's a process, but that's just something that I have to put in within my workouts is strength training. One bad habit I want to get rid of is I'm not really good at stretching in recovery. I really need to get better at that. I'm not consistent in that, and I definitely need to take the time in stretching. Again, it's just one of those things that I'm just like, I have to make time for this. I don't enjoy stretching. I need to figure out a creative way to not get bored with it. But I mean, I need to stretch. This goes all the way back to high school. I'm really bad at it, like really bad at it. And I need to get better at it because actually I've been enjoying it a little bit better with my daughter because she takes cross country and does track. And so she's learned a lot that I didn't do track and cross country in high school. I did other sports, but her knowledge has motivated me to do them with her. So again, it goes back to like, I need support. I need a buddy to do it with, I guess. So that's for that. The one bad habit I want to get rid of, which is not making that a drag and doing it more. And then I will nourish my mind with. So the next three are the typical ones that if you guys are familiar with Happy Planner and their fitness and wellness spreads, they have this these statements here where how you will nourish your mind, your body, and your soul. For me, it's more of nourishing my body with nutrition, with my mind as, giving my mind knowledge and, taking the time, dedicating the time, there's my word, dedication, to read upon that and just educating myself on that. And then my soul is just spiritually. I motivate on God and His Word. So that's what I will put there. I think this is just the year where I'm ready to set these plans in. Okay, moving on. So then you have this year at a glance for 2022, and this is where I'm going to track my cycle. I just feel like I don't think a lot of planners talk about that. As for women, that's very important. So I think there's an area in your fitness and wellness planner that you need to track your cycle, because as you get older, things change and you definitely need to keep up with that. If you use some sort of digital tracking, that's cool too, but I'm more of a visual paper person, so that's what I'm gonna do there. For this inspo space, I'm gonna put a picture of myself. I'm gonna make a little vision board. So I'm gonna put like, I always take pictures when I go run or work out or when I'm outdoors and stuff. And I used to print those out and put them in throughout my planner. I haven't done that in a while. So I'm gonna use this as a little portion for that. And then this will be the last thing we'll talk about because I don't think I'm going to do anything for the monthly just yet. And then this actually starts December 27th through the new year, the week of New Year's Day. I'm actually going to start it on the 3rd so I can get a fresh week. So I will go in here and put out my workout plans. I'm going to the gym. Then over here, I'm going to write everything that I need for groceries as far as food that I intake. And this is not for my whole family. This is just for myself. And then again, at the bottom here, it does have like your recaps, if your workout was easy or crazy and how you felt, which I really like that. Again, this planner is very in-depth and I really like this. And I didn't mention in my flip through, every week you do have a new weekly challenge. So I didn't really mention that with you guys. So this week starts off with write a letter to myself and then read it from a year from today. That's kind of cool. That'll be a little interesting, but I am willing to accept that challenge. So let me just flip through here to share share what I mean. So yeah, every week this portion down here changes. So the following week says begin your morning with 1 glass of water. So that's these are kind of like small steps into just getting in the habit of doing these types of challenges, which is very important. So again, I will start this on Monday, the 3rd. I'm filling everything out, but I wanted to just kind of get you guys started in thinking, if you have this planner or if you have some sort of fitness and wellness planner, you know, what you're actually working towards. So for here, it says January prep, and it gives you 2 habits to track. And I'm going to track going to the gym because, again, I'm trying to implement more than just exercising. Like, again, I'm disciplined in that area, but I'm not disciplined in like strength training. And I need to go to do that. So we're going to track gym, and we're going to get back into steps. It's been a while since I've been able to track that. And so I want to focus on getting 10,000 steps a day. And then down here it has goal settings. So you pick 2 that you want to achieve, and then you want to be detailed about it. So for me, one of them is going to be my watch, because I have goals settings for that, and I actually am changing my movement. If you guys have been watching my plans with me's and me talk about my watch, when I got COVID and everything like that, like it just set me back like almost 3 months. It was crazy. And I just couldn't do a lot of movement. It felt so weird. It felt like somebody was like, I don't know if you guys experienced COVID or anything like that, but it hits everybody differently. And it just felt like I could not move. Like I was walking underwater with like so much weight on me. It was just the weirdest thing. My muscles were just so weak. It was just the weirdest thing. But anyways, I can finally push my movement up to 500, which is what I started in the beginning of the year. So I was like at 3 something, and then I pushed it to 4, and then I pushed it to 450, which your movement is part of your calorie, burning your calories. So I'm finally gonna change my movement on my watch to 500. Exercising, I can finally hit it to 45. Typically, you're supposed to do at least 30 minutes a day of nonstop exercising. So I kind of learned this in my class that I just took, and because it was talking about, you know, we were openly talking about like what counts and stuff, and they were saying that, and this was an RN nurse that was doing the class. I apologize about the car stuff. I tried to edit that out as much as I can, but it really annoys me. Sometimes I try to just talk over it, but anyhow. So they were saying that you have to do 30 minutes of nonstop exercising. So keeping your heart rate up. So like not like walking and then stopping and then doing something, or like if your job consists of doing like a lot of just moving around, that's not considered exercising. They want you to do something that's 30 minutes of straight exercising. So anywho, I just wanted to put that out there, but I finally get to move mine up to 45 because I feel like I can do that now. So I'm so excited. So this will be, first goals will be my watch goals, which is movement, exercising, and stand. Stand, I'm just gonna leave at 10. Maybe next month I'll move it to 12, but pretty much I'm always over my standing limit anywho. So, and then secondly, high fiber intake. So researching that with foods and meal planning and stuff like that, making sure that I'm getting lots of fiber, and then low in carbs for meal planning. And then down here, I'm actually gonna do measurements. I have makeup on my pages. I typically don't do measurements, so this will be a good transition for me to start doing or getting in the habit of doing. So I'm going to do that and put those in there. So I'm going to utilize this, and I'll share this with you guys. I'm going to get out of my comfort zone and share that with you guys. I think that's helpful too. It's kind of like a support thing. So that is pretty much my starter or my January prep for this planner. Again, once I start utilizing this more, I don't know if I'll have plans with me's, but I'll definitely share updates with you guys and try to post them on Wednesdays. I just don't want to promise that and not be able to execute that. So I hope this helps. I hope you guys got an idea of how to set up your goals for fitness and wellness. It really is something that you have to want. That's all I can say about it. It's motivation to start and just kind of keep up with it and just kind of set smaller goals if you're just starting off. I definitely would start small, then try to go all in. You guys got some ideas from this. This again is the Fit Planner. I don't think they have this one in general anymore, but I do think they have the pink version of this planner. But again, if you don't have this planner, you can take some of those tips and apply them to your fitness planner that you have currently today. But again, thanks so much for watching. Again, I'm Sarah, and I hope that you will consider subscribing, and I will see you all in my next video. Take care, stay safe, and happy planning. Bye.